continue the show this morning with this amazing new book, 5 years in the making. 57 models, 15,000 images to go through. Jonathan Harrington is joining us. Congratulations on finally seeing this out. There's a wonderful purpose behind the book. It's called I, with proceeds going to the Canadian Breast Cancer Foundation. Congratulations. It's nice to finally see it out in print.
Thank you.
All right, meaning behind the book.
Well, I, being yoga inspired, you know, the whole mind, body, spirit with yoga, so that's why I went with the title I. Some people have thought that it's more about myself, but the poses, the strength and flexibility of the women, so, you know, that mind, body, spirit, all being personal strength. And
we're going to show you some images so you can understand the concept behind it, because you've done these beautiful black and white photos. The models are in yoga poses. They're also naked. So you see, we're going to show you some of the images right now. What was your concept in creating it like this and doing the black and white and doing these kinds of scenes?
Well, I really like the fine art look about it. You know, it looks almost like a pencil drawing in the end. You know, just showing that strength and flexibility of women, and this is, you know, showing it physically, but there's also the mental aspect of it as well. So, you know, it's just, I wanted to, you know, with having clothes on and so on, sometimes that breaks up the lines, so, you know, having them nude, you see the full shapes and the lines and the figures. And when I did my, I actually went to a yoga class, and that's where I got inspired by this, was seeing the lines and the shapes in the class, and it was almost like a photographer's dream, seeing all those lines and shapes, and that became the inspiration for it.
Now, I have to ask you, I mean, you were able to get 57 models on board this. Was it hard to get them, you know, because you can be in interesting poses when you're doing yoga, for them to feel comfortable that it was going to turn out to be as beautiful as they are?
It was a little difficult at first, but once, you know, 1, 2, 3 models started and they saw the images and they saw that it wasn't going to be, you know, anything risque, you know, like everything is well hidden by, you know, either hair or different body parts.
Lighting, shading.
Exactly, you know, so once they saw that, then it just sort of steamrolled, and yeah, 57 models later, 15,000 images.
So how do you choose from the 15,000 images to get it down to about 122, you were saying?
It's a lot of time going through a lot of the images. I also asked a lot of friends, other professionals in the industry, you know, to get their ideas of what they thought was good, and that narrowed it down to probably about 300, and then I had the task to get down to that last 120, which is in the book. Which
is here right now. There's an aspect of the book that is going towards the Breast Cancer Foundation. So what was the choice to do that?
One of the models actually, when she was in there, told me it's almost kind of like a therapy session sometimes when the models came in, and so one of them expressed that her mom had breast cancer, and unfortunately a couple of months later she passed away. So I thought, rather than just doing a book where I benefit from it, this is something that, you know, multiple people can benefit from it.
So you've been able to do that. There's a number of different signings that are happening now. Because there's been so much work, we've seen a lot of the images start to come online. To finally see it in hardcover, you're going to do some signings a couple of Saturdays at the different chapters, because Chapters is actually carrying it.
That's correct, yeah. So this Saturday, June the 28th, at Chapters in Barrhaven, July the 5th in Kanata, Chapters, and then Coles and Place d'Orleans on July 19th.
Some of the models are going to be there. What was their reaction when they saw the pictures coming out?
All of them were pretty much ecstatic, especially the cover model. You know, when she saw it, she was like, "I'm on the cover," you know, and she was actually overseas at the time, so it was, she was quite happy about it.
To be able to see it.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about photoshopping, you've been able, because you really wanted the clean lines, the lines haven't changed, but you've been able to take off tattoos or blemishes because you wanted that skin to look.
That's right, yeah. I removed the
perfect.
tattoos, but other than that, the only Photoshop that was done was really black and white conversion to it, and that was about it.
So it was really into the aspect of how the photos were taken. Was it challenging in that sense? Because there was respect of the women, how it was, and knowing how you needed to light it to work.
Yeah, everyone's body types are different, you know, so some people said, you know, I don't like my lower half, so can we sort of hide that? So I would focus on the upper half of their bodies, and, you know, just positioning different body parts in front, and yeah, it's worked out for everyone.
A book about the strength and flexibility of women. The book is called I. Congratulations, and you can pick it up. It's out at Chapters. It's been out a couple weeks, right at the beginning of May.
Yeah, beginning of May.
Beginning of May, so it's finally out. Good luck, and if you want to have the chance, you can find them at a couple of the different chapters over the next couple of weekends.